Rain hammered the windshield, rhythmically drumming on the roof of Jack, Rowan's old pickup truck, as he drove down the empty road outside the city. The darkness of the forest pressed in on both sides, a wall of black dotted only by the occasional glimmer of wet leaves reflecting his headlights. Most people avoided this road at night. Jack didn't mind. He had learned to find comfort in silence, in the monotony of the unknown, in the hours where he could think and not have anyone depend on him, except for Ella, his bright, inquisitive 10-year-old daughter, who had the habit of asking too many questions, always trying to make sense of the scars on her father's hands. Jack never told her the truth. Not yet, how could he? The truth was complicated. The truth had blood, fire, and war etched into it. The truth had cost him his wife. The flash of red and blue lights in the distance tore him from his thoughts. Jack slowed instinctively, every muscle in his body tensing. There, barely visible through the sheets of rain, a patrol car lay overturned. Smoke rose from the hood, curling into the night air. He braked hard, tires skidding slightly on the wet asphalt. Every instinct screamed at him to call 911 to keep driving. But he stopped. He always stopped. Stepping out into the rain, Jack saw her, a young woman, slumped against the crushed driver's side of the patrol car, her badge reflecting his flashlight. Officer Sarah Miles. He knew instantly from the uniform, from the position, from the faint rise and fall of her chest that she was alive, but barely. Blood covered her vest, a deep laceration across her abdomen. She whispered hoarsely, "Back up. They're not coming." Jack didn't hesitate. He tore off his jacket, pulled out the small tactical knife he kept hidden in the truck, and cut her seatbelt. The smell of gasoline was thick in the air, a warning, a threat. Every second counted. He pressed his hands firmly against her wound, ignoring the scream that escaped her lips. "Stay with me," he said calmly, his voice unwavering despite the storm around them. "I've seen worse. You're not dying tonight." An hour later, Sarah lay on a hospital bed, her hands trembling, as the police captain inspected her wound. It was perfectly stitched, surgical precision visible even in the dim hospital light. Captain Stone's face was a mixture of disbelief and awe. "Who did this?" he asked, voice low. Jack Rowan's name didn't come up, not yet. Jack woke at 5:30 every morning. The small house on the edge of town was quiet, modest. Neighbors waved, but no one asked questions. He made breakfast, packed Ella's lunch, kissed her forehead, her bright eyes always curious, always questioning. "Why the scars, Daddy? Why the hands?" He never answered, simply tightened the strap on her backpack and sent her off to school. Because the truth would scare her. Jack used to be someone else, a combat medic in the Special Forces, the kind they sent when the impossible became inevitable. Places that didn't exist on maps, wars no one talked about. Lives saved under fire, stitched in the dark, kept men breathing while death reached out for them. And then, the explosion. Sarah Rowan, his wife, a routine traffic stop 5 years ago. She had been brave, too brave. The drug cartel that had killed her now operated in their county, the same one he had faced overseas. Jack had walked away from everything. The world didn't need Jack Rowan anymore, or so he thought. Back on the rainy road, Jack had to act. He grabbed the military-grade medical kit hidden in the bed of his truck. Tools he hadn't touched in years now felt like extensions of his own hands. Muscle memory took over. He cut Sarah's seatbelt, shifted her weight carefully, and assessed the wound. Deep puncture, likely internal bleeding. She screamed as he packed the wound, but he couldn't stop. If he stopped, she would die. "Talk to me, Sarah. Who did this?" he asked through gritted teeth, his eyes scanning the forest for movement. The cartel. 2 vehicles, 6 men. "They ran me off the road." "Thought I was already dead." Jack's jaw clenched. The cartel. Always the cartel. He wrapped the field dressing tightly, slowing the bleeding. Gasoline leaked from the patrol car, each spark a potential death sentence. "Can you move?" he asked. I don't know." He counted to 3, lifted her in a fireman's carry. Each step uphill through the rain was agony, her weight dead, her pulse fading. Jack focused only on her. Her breathing, her grip, her eyes, the same courage he had seen in his wife. The patrol car exploded behind them. Fire and smoke, a deafening roar, but Jack pressed on, shielding Sarah from debris. Finally, they reached the road. Jack flagged down a passing truck. The driver called